Hello students, today we are going to discuss about interview. What is interview and how to prepare to take an interview. Interview is a process in which interviewer asks questions to the interviewee and gets answers on certain topic. The interviewer may use the answers to substantiate certain facts or to refute them to be used in the news story. This process involves interviewer who asks questions and the interviewee who gives answers to those questions. Now let us look at the preparation that is to be done before taking interview. Research. The only way to come up with good questions is to know everything there is to know about the subject. Once the interviewer is fully armed with the basics and important information acquired through books, newspapers, magazines, etc., he or she would be more comfortable. Second, decide the aim of the interview. The most important part of the interview is to decide what you want to get out of the interview. It could be substantiation or refutation of a fact, or simply to introduce life of a celebrity to the readers. Third, contact the interviewee. It is important to establish contact with the interviewee much in advance of the interview. It could be a direct contact or through phone. In case of an important interviewee, there are channels you will have to go through. It could be a secretary or a family member. Next, prepare questions. The more specific your questions are, the better. And never ask questions that can be answered with a simple yes or no. Let your questions be open-ended. Make your interviewee talk. Be sure to write all your questions down in a notebook. Then practice asking them with a partner. Become very familiar with your questions before you go into the interview. Next, come with tools. You will want to bring a pencil, a notebook, a list of good questions and a recording device. Remember, always ask permission from the interviewee before recording an interview. Next, be on time. Arrive at your interview place with plenty of time to spare. If you have never been to the place where your interview is taking place, go early and scout it out. There is nothing more unprofessional than a reporter who is late. You can also use the time you are waiting to make notes about the surroundings. You won't remember details later, so write them down. Conduct your interview in an organized, timely manner. Things to be kept in mind during the interview. Be courteous to your subject. Always take time to ask for an explanation about things you don't understand. Don't be afraid of uncomfortable silence and pauses. Let the interview take its natural course. Look the person in the eyes when asking question. Listen carefully to the answers. Each answer could lead to more questions or include an answer to a question you haven't asked yet. Don't ask a question that has already been answered. Your subject will know you weren't listening and be insulted. Don't hurry. Don't read through your questions one right after another like you can't wait to be finished. conduct your interview like a conversation. One question could lead naturally into another. If you are listening to the answer, the process will take place naturally. Take notes. Taking notes is an essential part of interview. The two cannot be separated. But don't try to write every word said. It will slow down the interview. Just take down what is important. After the interview, while the details are still fresh in your mind, write everything down you can remember about the person you interviewed. The interviewer can take the help of recorder, but with permission. Now, let's see what to do after the interview. After the interview, you need to edit the interview for use. All interviews are subject to editing. There is no harm in cutting more information than you can use. Circle or highlight the information that you think will be good to substantiate an argument or to refute another or make a point. It can be used at the appropriate place. Rest you can store for future use. My dear students, that's it for today. See you in the next segment with a new topic. Until then, stay safe.